Hi, everybody. Look who I've got with me. This is Akela. And just want to say real quick, and then we'll go on. That just in case there's people who are confused in the chat, I originally had this scheduled for Terry, and then I had internet issues. And so Terry and I have postponed until March. So I'm not sure where you guys saw that Terry was on with me, but she is not available tonight. So Akela is with me, and she is available. So we're going to be doing questions and a simulcast with Akela as well with her channel. So that's what's going on. And I just want to say thank you, Akela, for being here and wanting to do this with me. So I appreciate you.
You're welcome, and thanks for having me again.
Yeah. And let's see. Okay, I was just looking. I got distracted by the comments there, squirrel. So Akela, how have you been doing?
I've been doing good, no complaints. Just going with the flow and observing things. So no complaints. What about yourself?
Yeah, I had that downtime, which was about 5 days, I think. So I felt really out of place because my family, my friends are you and other people that I do collabs with and the people in the chat. So it was hard being away from everybody.
And you know what, Scott? I do understand that because I didn't have a show the last 2 Saturdays because of parenting obligations. And I felt like I missed, everyone who comes. And I was like, wow, I missed this. So and you do, a lot more shows than I do. So I can only imagine. But you are here now. You were on twice today, right?
Yes. Yeah. I've been on twice today with Lulu and with Jackie B.
Yeah. So you're just getting right back in the flow.
There we go. Yes. And so hopefully there's no hiccups on my side or Akela's side, but if you see anything major on mine, let me know. But this is the third one I've done today and there's been no issues. Yeah. So let's keep it that way. So we're going to keep it that way. Yes. So Tanya, thank you for your super sticker. I don't have your question though. And let me say hi to some people first here. And thank you if you're watching on Akela's channel. And thank you if you're watching on replay. And if you could just hit the like and subscribe. And Akela's channel is down below. So you can go to that and go ahead and give her a subscribe, please.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, we got Mere Dragon. And Craig is here, I believe. And Aquarian Luminary. Oh, welcome, Aquarian Luminary. I think you're new. There's Tanya. And there's that Jackie Jacaranda.
Hey, Jackie.
And Carmen Karen is here. Hello. Oh, it is your first time catching a live. Oh, okay. That is exciting. Thank you for being here. And if you have a question, put it in caps and emojis and we'll get you with the donated people. We'll put you near the front. Did I say Mere Dragon is here? Yes, I did.
Scott, let me stop you for 1 second. Look
sure.
That's running across the screen.
Oh, got it. Boy, everything's off, isn't it? That's okay. I got it.
Oh, that's okay.
All right. I got the right one there. And my cat's stepping all over my cards. Come on now. You're not part of Mercury retrograde. No. Okay. That was Milo, everybody. And let's see, we've got Viviani. Hello. And thank you for the heads up, Viviani. I appreciate that. Carolyn is here. Hey, Carolyn. And Natalie.
Hey, Natalie.
And let's see, who else have we got? Is Morella here? Oh, no, Craig's saying hi, Morella, when you watch. Okay. Yes, hi, Morella, when you're watching. Brina is here. Hi, Brina.
Hi.
Now, I've got your question, Brina. Craig, I've got your question. Thank you for your donation. Hello, Maria Scorpio. I believe is on Akela's channel.
Hey.
And I've got your question. And let's see. Mirror Dragon, I've got your question. Sue Toffee, welcome.
Yes.
And Owen Walker, hey there. Good to see you. I'm still scrolling. There's a lot of people here. Mona Lee, hey there. Natalie, I've got your question. SR Kish is here. Thank you, SR. And then Tanya, thank you for your donation again. Just making sure I'm getting everything in order. And let's see. Okay, Tanya, I've got your question. Oh, there is Karen on your channel. Tapioca Thievery.
Hey, Karen.
And Moira D, hello. I haven't seen you in a while.
Cute pic.
That is cute. All right, Aquarian Luminary, I've got your question. That's okay, Brina. I think I'm slow too tonight. Just going to take it easy here and not rush. SR, I've got your question. Oh, Craig did a donation for Viviani. Okay, so Viviani, I need your question. Alwyn Walker, I've got yours. Thank you for that, Craig. Sue Toffee, I've got your question. We were just keeping on going here. We're almost at the bottom. The CEV is here. Welcome. I've got your question. And Mona Lee, thank you for your donation. And that is where we're at. Okay.
Long list.
Yes, there's a lot of people here. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. All right. So I believe Craig is first. And we got 15 questions already. So I'm going to go ahead and close questions unless there's a donation. Just to be careful there, not to get too many people, because 15 is a lot. So. Yeah. All right, Craig. I have a Clara message. I know she's got something to say. I've got the first card. Card is the Chariot, which is a car. So I believe, and this is from my 1950s deck. It just came in rotation. So she had me pull from it. This is a Sarsaparilla Tarot. It's a 1950s deck, Craig. So back when I know she was alive, right? So we've got the alive on Earth is what I mean. Got the Chariot, and it's a car. She's saying thank you for all that you have done for her. She appreciates you. She appreciates all the trips. She loves all the trips. I mean, isn't that card just perfect for Clara? I think it is. And then you got the Knight of Pentacles, which is going a little bit slow, but that's good that it goes slow because we don't want it to get in a rush. So don't rush. Take your time. And I'm glad we got this. It's like all along, it's better to go slow than it is to go fast and then regret what you've done or what you have said. The next card I got is the Justice card. And this is to make sure that everything's in balance: home, work, relationships, friendships. And that includes your guides. Make sure everything's in balance, because if it gets out of balance, it gets a little bit yucky. Okay. And then we got the Nine of Wands. So be resilient and have that bounce back. Just keep going. If things get a little bit tough, she wants you to keep going. And she says she's there with you to help you when you're going through that times. And then you got the Seven of Pentacles, which is just saying that you need to take your time as well. This is the Patience card. So a lot about slowing down. It's a lot about slowing down. I also have the Sarsaparilla Oracle. I'm going to give you one from that. And it says jukebox. And it says the effort you put in determines what plays out next. Choose your tune. So this to me tells me that she likes music. She likes it when you play music. Then you got reviewing relationships. Okay, so just reviewing all the, not just your relationship with her, but all your relationships, making sure they're on the right foundation. Okay. And the last card I got for you, Craig, from Clara is, oh, that's really pretty. The Sparkling Shore. It says, refresh your spirit. Serene moments, ebb and flow, releasing stress. Refresh your spirit. She wants you to get rid of your stress and just be there with her. Okay. Yes, Scott, I went outside to my morella tree. The tree grounds me. Oh, okay. That's cool. All right. And here is Akela.
So, Craig, so I see, I got a quick vision of Clara sitting on the couch sofa next to you. And she's sitting, and what I see is her legs are kind of like crossed. So she's sitting on the side with her legs up on the sofa. But when I saw that, I kind of asked really quickly, like, what that meant. And what I heard, or I think I heard, is that you can hear her. She talks to you. So you can let me know for sure if you do, because she's telling you what she needs you to know, right? So that's all I got intuitively. So I went to my cards. I went to my a soul's journey deck. And the first card she gave me was abundance. And the abundance card says, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So I was like, okay, so whatever it is you are willing to bring into your life, you have the ability to manifest and bring it forth. That's what's one of the things she's reminding you. So I kept shuffling. And what's interesting, so this is the back of these cards. So I'm shuffling my deck and I pulled another card. And when I pulled the card, I said, wait, this is a whole different card in this deck. He doesn't belong in this deck. And it's Archangel Metatron. And it says, heaven to earth. Your current situation, whatever you might be dealing with, is in alignment with your mission on earth. So there's something that you're, and I don't know why all of a sudden it wants to do the zoom in thing. There we go. Your current mission is in alignment. So if you are wondering where you are, what's going on, if I feel stuck, or that maybe I am not in the place where I feel I need to be spiritually, you are in alignment. So stop worrying about that if you are worrying about it. So I kept shuffling because I again, because only because I wasn't getting a whole lot intuitively, and 3 cards flew out the deck. And I asked Clara this time, and the 3 cards that flew out was fear, friendship, and freedom. And I don't know why my camera is doing that. I'm sorry, guys. So the fear card says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay. So let me see what she wanted to know about that card. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Do you feel like you are not at a place or in a place of love? Because she's asking you to let go of that fear. And love comes in all different ways, right? Or maybe you feel like you're not doing enough to give love. And you can only give what you can. It's up to the person you're giving it to accept the level of the love that you are giving to them. And if it's not what they accept or feel they are deserving of, then they have their choices. They can choose to move on. But what I thought was very interesting, Scott, you mentioned about a friendship card, and friendship fell out of my deck as well. And it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Is that friend there to help you grow? Is that friend there to teach you a lesson and then move on? Sometimes you want to hold on to friendships and they're not meant to be long term. They're only for a season. So like Scott said, take the time to evaluate the friendships that you have. Is it time to let go? Is it one that maybe you need to water so that it can grow further into something? That's for you to determine. And then lastly, the freedom says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Oh my gosh. And I just got why she gave me these 3 cards. Are you holding on to something or someone you're fearful of letting them go? Because you're fearful that you're losing your happiness. Are you feeling that, Craig? Because she wants you to know that it's okay. Evaluate the friends that you have along the way, and you create, like the freedom card, you create your own happiness. No one else. Happiness doesn't come from outside. It comes from internal, because external happiness is only for a period of time. It's for that moment. But if we are happy within who we are, where we are, that can never be taken away. But the external happiness that we're looking for can disappear in a minute. Okay, and that's what I have for you, Craig. That's it, Scott.
All right. Thank you, Akela. Thank you, Craig. And I just wanted to say hello to Polly and to Judy's Healing Fire is listening on her way home. And Diane G is here.
Hi, Diane.
Yes, I do sometimes out loud in a soft, sweet female voice. She recently wished me a happy birthday, a white birthday cake during my birthday. Oh, that's sweet. All right. Thank you, Craig. And next up is Tanya. Tanya's question is, can I get a love reading on CC? So Tanya, I just need to know, are you in a relationship with CC? Is CC your friend, or what is your status with CC? If you don't mind answering that for me. Wow. Okay. Tanya, you're here. Okay. Who is CC? A friend, acquaintance, or relationship? Because I've got some big cards here, and it's going to change, depending on your circumstance.
All of a sudden, my heart is like racing and beating hard. I can feel the heartbeat in my calves.
Oh, wow. A love interest. Okay. That's all I needed to know. Thank you, Tanya. And I forget if it's Tanya or Tanya. But the first card that I got is the 9 of Wands. And I got you 5 different tarot cards. This is the only one that's minor. So an acquaintance. Okay. So the 9 of Wands means you need to bounce back, have resilience, and have perseverance. Okay. So with the other cards that you got, I think this means to endure what you're going through, as having kind of a crush on CC. Just endure that, and I think things are going to progress. Looking at your cards, you got the Magician. You both have strong feelings for each other. There we go. That's what I needed to know, because look here, you've got the Magician, who says that everything that you want to happen can happen. You can manifest it. So I will just stop you right here, though, and say, make sure that you base everything on a friendship first, and then let the relationship build off of that friendship. But be friends, have fun, and also, while you are doing that, make sure you're fulfilling your life purpose. So if that's to make others happy or make yourself happy, then just do that in everything that you do, including being with this other person, with CC. You got the Empress as well, and this is creativity and self-love and self-care, and then you're able to take care of others. So don't forget yourself in all of this. You come first. Okay. And then the last one I got for you for your tarot cards is the beautiful Sun card. Look how awesome that is. I wish I could get it to come in a little better. But this is just saying that you have joy and vitality and success coming to you. So I think this has to do with your relationship. I really do. You've got, you are looked after. So the guides, the angels, your spirit is looking out after you right now. So just let them in. You also got standing stones. And it says guardian spirits. So there's more guardians, rituals being anchored and standing firm, lessons of the past. So don't bring stuff in from your other relationships. And I'm sure you probably already know this, but instead just bring in the things that you have learned. Yeah, bring in the things that you want and let go of the things that you don't want in a relationship. Okay. And then the last card I got for you is the spacesuit. And it says, playing pretend is the first step to making it real. Live as though it is already happening, Tanya. That will give you a lot to manifest, and that will help. It's like a kind of fake it till you make it. It will help you to really step into that role that I think you're going to get into. And I think that's going to be in a relationship role. So I would say with time-wise, I would say again, make sure you're good friends, but I think it's really going to take off around the 5-month mark, about 5 months from now. All right, so that is what I got for you. And let's see what Akela has.
So Tanya, so when I went in, the first thing I felt, as I was saying earlier, is that my heart started to race and beat really, really, really hard. That I literally, I was feeling the pulsating in my calves, and I just feel that maybe that is maybe the energy of the two of you all when you all maybe meet up, or how you feel when you talk to the person. That kind of like butterflies kind of feeling is what I felt. But then I saw an image of like a man in a suit. And what I felt from the man in the suit is, what's the best way? Very to the point, very kind of like, the best way I can describe it, maybe the feeling. This is not how I see them, but what I feel, maybe have their tie like tied really tight around their neck. So there may be in the communication, there may be a bit of oh gosh, I don't want to say not tension, but maybe not on the same page, kind of, because of how you feel and where you are and how this person is. Not to say that that's a bad thing. It's just how they are. And maybe past relationships, they have, in a sense, kind of like protected themselves to where it's like, okay, I'm going to make sure that my I's are dotted, my T's are crossed in whoever I decide to see. So then I went to my deck. It's called What's the Vibe? So I asked, what's the vibe in this situation, right? And the card says wishful thinking, but what I like is it's at the bottom, it says second chance, deja vu, and nostalgia. But what stood out to me the most was the second chance. Maybe it's a second chance at love. But if this is something that you want, get like a kid, right? Wishful thinking, wish it into the atmosphere. If this is the universe, if this is the person that you truly can see yourself with, manifest it, bring it in, bring that energy into you. Now, I said earlier, I felt like if the person, the tie was like really tight, like they're like, they're tight. I got the cutting ties. Right? It says freedom, standing up, awaken. But as I look at this card, there may be situations that need to be let go of before jumping into anything else. And I'm not saying that there's relationships or anything, and maybe it's on both sides, I don't know. But when there are ties that need to cut in order to come in together and form that union, which will create that glow up, Okay. You don't want to try to get into this part of it where there are loose strings, you know. Okay. So you see what Tanya said? She said he wanted her to be with her years ago and she didn't want to be with him. Years later, now she wants him. So it's kind of like the yo-yo, right? But what you need to figure out, Tanya, go deep within and figure out, ask yourself, why did I not want to be with him years ago? What was holding me back? Okay. And make sure that even though now you are feeling that you want to be with him, you are in a space where maybe there were little pet peeves that were getting to you. That's why you didn't want to be with him. But make sure that you and maybe him in talking to him, you all have cut the ties of whatever was creating that imbalance in you all coming together. Like she said, there is jealousy. Yeah. I feel like it could work because, again, we got the glow up card, right? But, and interesting. He liked you. He wanted to be with you years ago and you didn't want to. And now you want to. And it's kind of like all over because second chance. This is a second chance at potentially love. But before this can happen, you both need to ensure that you let go or you work and heal whatever caused that situation to not connect. And if it's jealousy, you want to make sure that that has been worked on, because you don't want to get into something and it seems fine, and then a year into the situation, those jealous behaviors are coming back up. And now you're no longer happy, you're miserable. And jealousy is a tie that we can cut. Okay, so talk through it, because I think it can work out, but talk through it and make sure that you both are on the same page as to where you want to be in this situation. And that's what I have for you, Tanya. All the best. Thanks, Scott.
Oh, no, thank you. And you know what you were saying about the cutting ties card, and I got the standing stones card, and it says lessons of the past. So I really think that she was onto something about cutting some ties from the past. You learn from the past. Everything else you just need to let go. Let it go and cut your ties to, whatever. He wants me, but we are both guarded. Okay. Yeah.
And that's where the suit and the tie, right? It's tied, like literally. That's like you just said it. It's guarded. So make sure you all talk through whatever it is to be sure that you are on the same page. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate you. And next up is Viviani.
Hey, Viviani. You're welcome, Tanya. Show my guys.
Okay. You're welcome, Tanya.
Yeah, sip. Okay. Viviani.
Viviani, I've got some neat cards for you too. So messages from your guides. The first message I'm getting is that you need self-care and self-love with the Queen of Pentacles. This is the motherly type of card. And this means you need to mother yourself and take care of you and your needs, and then you can take care of others. Okay, it's you first. And then you got the Six of Pentacles. I think someone is being or will be very generous to you and help you out of your situation that you're in right now and help you, get into a new situationship, for lack of a better word. So you're going to be changing and going into something different is what I'm hearing. So, yep. And right here, the Ace of Wands could be that new opportunity. This is a new opportunity, a new passion, a new creative something that's coming in. You said, yes, I went for a nice walk in the park today. Awesome. Yeah. So Ace of Wands, something new is coming in, and there's someone that's helping you with money, I think, because you got these two Pentacle cards that came out right in the beginning. Then you got another Pentacle card. You got the Eight of Pentacles. So this is your hard work is going to pay off with rewards and recognition. So just keep doing what you're doing. You're working hard on your channel. You're working hard for your, to rebuild your life. It's going to pay off. It will pay off for you. Okay. And then you got the Chariot, and the Chariot is about moving forward and having victory, but there are a few little bumps in the road. So just steer the Chariot as best as you can. And if you have a speed bump, you have a speed bump, and you just keep going. You be resilient like that Nine of Wands, and just keep yourself looking forward and not looking backwards. Okay. For your Oracle cards, I got the dice. And it says, risky moves may pay off, but don't leave it all to luck. Yeah, so if there are some risks that you need to take, I say, unless they're, detrimental to you or anybody else, take them, because they will help you to learn and grow. All right. No risk, no reward, right? And then you got the Courage card. So yeah, it's going to take more courage, and you have a lot of courage within you. So just keep being strong and having the courage that, takes you to where you need to be in a good space. And then I've got the a dragon card for you. And it looks like this dragon is kind of taking a nap. It's empty halls of the underground. And it says, do not fear stillness, for within the void lies the potential for new growth and transformation. So you got new growth and transformation coming in. It is from this emptiness that you can draw and on collective wisdom and connect to your deepest truth. So when you are alone, those are the times that can be the greatest. That's when your wisdom can be even more concrete and sharp than it is when you're surrounded by people. Okay, so you can connect to your deepest truth while you're isolated. But just remember to come back. We don't want you to stay isolated. But that's what I got for you, Viviani. I hope that makes sense. That's some awesome cards.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see, my eyes are literally filled. The tears are just not dropping. But I was just soaking up this light that was coming in. And so Viviani, the support that you have is amazing. So here's how I started off. I felt as if, those wind-up toys, but instead of a winding up in the back, I felt like you were being like, you were like this, slumped over, and a being was behind you, pulling the string from the center of your back. And literally, I was actually raising up and sitting straight. And then I heard, don't feel defeated, right? So whatever it is you're going through, Viviani, you have the support. Don't feel defeated. Nothing has ended yet. Then all of a sudden I started to get a pain, like literally right here in my head. So I'm not sure if you're stressing about the situation, overthinking the situation, and it's causing that little tension, or it's not even like a tension headache. It's a weird, like stabbing kind of pain. So I sat here and I said, okay, what else do they want you to know? And in my right eye, I saw this bright yellow light. And I didn't know who or what it was. So I sat here and I was kind of like turning my head to make sure it wasn't my light bulbs or the screen that was displaying that yellow light. And then I sat here and the yellow light, it just kept getting brighter and brighter. And it hit me who it was. It's Archangel Jophiel. And Archangel Jophiel is on the yellow ray of light and brings in joy, right? So as when I and look, I'm getting chills now. And when I finally realized who it was, because I'm not too familiar with all the archangels and their rays, I literally felt Archangel Jophiel lift my head and reminding you, don't feel defeated. Keep your head high. Okay, as you're gonna persevere through this situation, whatever it is you're dealing with. So I decided to go to my decks, and I went to the Work Your Light Oracle. And guess what you got? You received, can you see that? The Council of Light. And the Council of Light says, divine orchestration, help us in the subtle realm. Okay. And here's the part they want me to read for you. It says, because we have free will, they will need your permission. If you would like their assistance, it is time to ask them, the Council of the Light. They can help with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. Think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit realm. They are willing and ready to step in and get to work. What would you like help with? What task would you like to delegate to them? The Council of Light is a team of ascended masters, light beings, angels, and guides devoted to the rising of earth and all humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Like a Spirit World United Nations, they want to thank you so much for doing this work and devoting your life to uplifting the planet. Pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. Put in your request and let them get to work. Wow. You have the Council of Light. You also have Archangel Jophiel. So ask them for the guidance and the assistance that you need to get you through whatever it is you're dealing with. And remember, in addition to them, there's someone behind you pulling that string. So when you feel your head is going down because you feel defeated, come out of that energy because your support system is there. Okay? And that's what I have for you, Viviani.
Beautiful. Thank you, Akela. I also wanted to thank Craig for his donation to give Viviani this read. And a few people came in. Nancy at A Crone's Intuition is here. Brenda T, Imagine, is here. And Marby. Hi, Marby. All right. So let me just make sure I have this right. Yeah, it's Mona Lee's turn. So Mona Lee, if you'll let me know you're ready.
Come.
Present. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Overall, you got really good cards, Mona Lee. You did get the Three of Swords, But this just means that March is going to be a time where you may have to reach in and turn some sorrow or something worry into something positive. So it's going to be a little bit of a time of learning, but you know how to do shadow work. You know how to change these vibes. So I'm not worried about that for you. It's a minor card. Then you got the Ace of Swords. You actually got 3 sword cards out of 5. And so that tells me there's a lot going on in your head, right? With the ego mind, and also just with your own mind, getting in there with your intuition and your gut telling you what the best thing is to do. This is a new opportunity and seeing clarity, right? And seeing clearly what you may have not been seeing and may have been seeing muddy, and now you're seeing it in a positive way. Then you got the 2 of Swords. So you got the Ace, the 2, and the 3, just in a different order. And these are very well shuffled cards. And the 2 of Swords is there to say that it's a stalemate. You've got a decision to make and you're not sure how to make it in March. Trust in your gut and your intuition, like I was talking about before. And then you got, look here, the World. So you have a brand new cycle coming in. It's going to be powerful. It's going to change a lot about you and a lot for you. And it's just a great time of success coming to you. So I think March is going to be a beautiful, beautiful month for you, especially towards the end. Maybe the week before the end of March is going to start turning around really a lot. And then you got the Knight of Wands that comes in with that, with passion and inspiration. Next card I got for you is the Sky Temple. It says achieving success, great potential, practical steps, mentorship, and action. Right, so you are achieving success. Just keep meditating. If you do meditate, ground yourself as well, and that will help you to bring in the success of the World card. Because this is a major, this is a big one coming in. And then you have the checkerboard floor. And it says, life's a game of strategy. Make your next move wisely. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm on Big Brother. Have you ever watched that show where they're watching, you're watching people, live their life in a little house, all within, other people in their business. And it's a lot like life if you think about it, because we have that game of strategy that we have to play to get forward, as well. So make your next move wisely and with logic and intuition is what I'm getting. That seems to be a topic through here, is inspiration or intuition, and your gut. What is your gut telling you? What is your intuition telling you? And then you did get the doubt card. So just try to dispel this. You do not have to have doubt in your life. Instead, change this into confidence instead of doubt. And you can go to Archangel Metatron at any time and ask him to change your vibes from low to high. And I believe that's what this is. I also see a transformation in here coming for you because of the butterfly through here. So you do have some changes. It goes right over the World card. So you've got some big changes coming in, and it has to do with your creativity and your passion. So I hope that resonates. Oh, you never missed a season? I'm the same way. Awesome. Okay, here's Akela.
All right. So Mona Lee, excuse me. The first thing I heard for you was to keep trotting, meaning keep going. Okay. Then as I sat here trying to get more information, I felt right behind, like in the back of your head, in the middle, like right in, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't. But if you think of where your ears are and you were going to do a part going upwards, right where my fingers would meet, I felt a weird pain. Um, that's not the crown chakra. Um, so I don't know if, but it wasn't a headache, like headache. And I'm not sure like what back there represents. It could still be information coming in. So pay attention to that. Um, but as I and see if you get that feeling in that area, and kind of like notice like when, because it could be information coming in to you. But as I sat here, like asking for more information, eyes closed, I literally felt like if my inside, which will be my soul, I guess, whatever, I felt from my head sinking down into my, like just collapsing into my heart space. So what I get from that is they're asking you to come out of your head. Oh, right now, actually. Oh, is that for what I said, Mona Lee, with the head issue? Um, they're asking you to come out of the head space and go down into the heart space, right? And what I felt when you go into the heart space, I felt comfortable. Oh, okay. Yeah. I felt comfortable. I felt relaxed. Like I could breathe, is kind of what I felt. So I went to, interesting. Gotta show you. I'm gonna say it right now before I give the other cards. Scott, you mentioned that Mona Lee should talk to Archangel Metatron, and I have a Metatron deck. So I decided to shuffle that deck, and I stopped and look what's on the card. Clarity, go within. So for the month of yeah, for I really didn't even ask about the month of March, but I'm looking at your question. And that's what they're asking. And that's why I felt the collapse into my heart space, is because they want you to go within and you'll get the messages that you need. But also for, now that was the Metatron deck. But what's coming for you in the month of March, I got delight. Okay. And they also want you to give yourself grace. Okay. We are not perfect. We are humans. We are going to make mistakes. There are lessons to learn. We just shuffle around them and move on. You know, don't sit and beat up ourselves about it. But that's what I have for you, Mona, and I hope that helps. Okay. Thank you,
All
Scott.
right. Thank you. Thank you, Mona Lee. Appreciate your donation. All right. Next up is Maria Scorpio.
Okay, Maria.
Maria, if you could just let us know that you're still here.
Okay, sounds like a pendulum question. Oh. Let's go to Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron. Card fell out the deck.
Hi, Maria. Did you recently change your name? I think you might be Maria Amethyst. Are you Maria Amethyst? The first card that I got for you is the Four of Swords. So to me, this is you taking a break, and you need to rest and do some self-love and self-care first. And I always say X's are X's for a reason. Okay. So that's the first thing I got. And then you got the 10 of Pentacles. So this is, you having what you want, what you desire. My question is, what is it that you truly desire? Do you truly desire to get back to with your ex? Or are you waiting for a new opportunity that could be greater? Because something happened to cause it to be an ex. Something happened. And it may have been, the whole, I'm just getting to this, the whole relationship that was not, it just wasn't as great as something that you can have in the future. So, is there a possibility that you can get back together? I think yes. You got the victory card, so it's a possibility, but I'm not sure it's going to be the easiest. You can see the horse is bucking in this card. Usually it's not. Usually it's standing still because it's a victory, but it's bucking because I believe that it just might not be the best fit for you. But I think that you could go back if you wanted to eventually. I'm not saying when because I don't have that yet. But I'm saying I think that you could. You got the sigil passage, and it's authentic power. So manifest your magic. Yeah, visualize the outcome. That's what I'm hung up on. Visualize the outcome. Okay, so what do you see this turning into be if you get back with your ex? Is that what you really want to manifest? And is that really the best relationship for you? And then you got the cherry pie. It says it's the little things that make life sweeter. Don't forget to appreciate them. And don't, remember the things in the past relationship that were great and the things that were not so great, the little things. And because those little things turn out to be big things when we look back. So is it more positive things or is it more negative things? So I've had to sit down about, a person I was in a relationship with and just put down the pros and the cons. And I couldn't believe, what I was seeing, because your higher self does know if this is the right relationship for you. I'm just thinking that there might be something better. And that's what I got.
Okay, Maria. So I was guided to go back to my Archangel Metatron deck, and I got 3 cards for you. The first card, and you said this is your ex, right? Right now it's your ex. The first card says, go with the flow and paddle on. Go with the flow, paddle on. As Scott said, the person is your ex for a reason, right? And then the next card I got says, the void, retreat, rest, and pause. So for now, I think what Spirit is trying to tell you is to don't rush into anything. You all are in an X situation for right now. Continue with that flow. But while you're in that flow, you want to take the time to rest, to retreat, rest, and pause. Why? Because it's time for you to figure out who are you, authentic self, finding who you truly are. And maybe once you find who you truly are after, because this relationship seems like it might have been a long relationship. That's what I'm feeling. It could be totally off. But this time allows you to find who you truly are. And you may decide that, oh, wow, now that I know who I am, maybe this is not the best situation for me. Maybe I'm worth more. Maybe I deserve roses. Maybe I deserve that beautiful tennis bracelet that I saw in the store that I never got. So when you find out who your authentic self is, now you're learning your true self-worth, right? And it's not all based around a person. You're not dimming your light to please a person. And Scott, I agree with you with, they're an ex for a reason. And my younger self, I didn't, I always go back with an ex. But one of the things that I said I will teach my daughters is that once you have decided to walk away from a person for valid reasons, let it be. Let it be. That situation has outgrown its course, So why go back and try to rebuild only to take a break again? And then you come back and then it's a break again. That's draining. So find who you are in this time that the universe is giving you. Go out and have fun. You go out, if you go to the clubs, great. Not looking for anyone. You're just going out to have fun. You go out to dinner, treat by yourself. Just sit and have dinner by yourself. Go watch a movie by yourself. Get comfortable with who you are. And then once you figure that out, now that you're in that space of oneness with yourself, now you know for sure if this person is truly who you want to be with, or if you're like, oh no, it's time for me to move on. But only you can make that decision. But that's what Archangel Metatron wanted you to know, Maria. Okay, so all the best. Thanks, Scott.
All right. Thank you. I did send you a chat there, Akela. All right. And next up is Aquarian Luminary. Are you still here? If you could say hi for me. I want to say a special hello to Jan from Silky Steel Kitchen Witchery. Welcome. And Aquarian, if you could say hi for me. Thanks, Akela.
You're welcome.
Okay, Aquarian is here.
Okay.
Okay, we just found out my grandpa Bob died a few months ago, and his wife's kids have put his house up for sale without ever telling us. Did he leave a will for my mom or grandma? It's fishy to us.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna ask my pendulum. Hey, Garnet.
Hey, Garnet. Yes, I do have SR on my list. Thank you, Jackie. All right, Aquarian. First card I got for you is the Seven of Wands. Now, this is the boundaries card and knowing that you can handle anything that comes your way. So, with this situation, this is a tough one. I think that you need to have your boundaries and not let anybody, walk on them or your mom or your grandma. And you need to speak your truth out of love to your cousins and just ask them, what's going on, and to tell you the truth. And if it doesn't seem right, then you can always get a lawyer. I don't read on legal, but I'm telling you that that's an option. Okay. You did get the Queen of Wands as well. And the Queen of Wands is self-confident and sure of themselves and independent. So I think, again, someone just needs to stand up to the wife and kids that are doing all this and putting the house up for sale, and find out what's going on. And then you got the Six of Pentacles. This is the generosity card. So be generous to others, but make sure they're being generous to yourself as well. So Spirit wants you to get along with the wife and the kids. So there's a chance that I think it could be, rectified, the situation. And then you got the death card. Now, this is not a literal death, Aquarian. This is transformation, transition, change. Okay. So some kind of change is going to happen that's going to turn this whole issue on its head. And I think it's a good thing. It might not feel good as you're going through it, but it will be a good thing. So those are the cards you got there. And then I've got for you the gas pump. Are you running on empty? Time to refuel. So this, I think, is just a little hint for you, Aquarian, yourself, that you need to just make sure that your gas tank is full. Make sure that you are not running on empty. And you can do that by asking Spirit to just fulfill you and use crystals, use Palo Santo, sage to purify your aura so that you are able to handle hard times when they come, which, looks like it may be now. And then the last card I got for you is Druentia. It says, the beings of the new earth, those who hold the sacred light codes of this era in your life are entering your energy field. Receive. So you're getting a lot of good downloads that are coming in for you. So you'll be able to use those for good and making the situation better, I think, by using your downloads and using the knowledge that you get. Those all hit pretty hard. I was at my lowest point yesterday because the hard work just keeps coming. Yeah. And you need to refuel. You need to take a moment to rest, relax, like that Four of Swords card I was showing earlier. You just need to rest and relax for a little bit and then speak your truth out of love. So that's what I've got for you. I wanted to say hi to Keep Alliance. And here is Akela.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can get one more card for you, Aquarian Luminary. So I asked my pendulum a couple of questions. And the first was basically how you stated your question about Grandpa Bob. And I'm not an attorney. I'm not a court clerk. I don't give legal advice. This is just what I'm feeling, so please do your own research. So what I was feeling was that there is a document that was left behind. However, it may not have been recorded in the courts. So apparently, and again, I am not a specialist, so talk to somebody, legal counsel. When you have a will, it has to be filed or whatever with whatever state you reside in, right? So it could be either that he didn't get a chance to do it, but there is something that was left. How can you get your hand on it? I don't know. Would that stand in court? I don't know. That question. So then I decided to, because that's kind of like what I was feeling. So I decided to ask Grandpa Bob himself. And Grandpa Bob said there is a document that he left. So I asked him again, is it filed with the state that, you can go or your mom and grandmother can go and contest so that they get what was left for them? And I got a no from him. It's not filed with the state. So I was like, okay. So I went to my Archangel Metatron's deck, and I know this may be it may be hard to hear that because of legalities, there may be a situation where, unfortunately, your mama and grandma may not get anything. But again, I am not counsel. I don't give counsel advice. Talk to someone and see. But Archangel Metatron gave me the codependency card, right? But it says this is a key to freedom. And as you look at this card, the roots are locked together. So take that key, and this could be, you know, from your grandma or even your mom, and maybe even you, the three of you all together. Take that key and unlock, release that. I know the card said codependency, but I don't really feel like it's a codependency, but release that connection, release that cut that cord, so that the roots can go freely. Meaning, you know, your grandmom, she no longer, or even your mom, they no longer carry that burden, because I can feel the burden in the heart, right? The heaviness of, I know he couldn't have just not left anything for us. I can feel that weight. But Spirit is asking you to unlock and release the burden, the codependency on who you knew he was. Maybe his intention was to, and he just didn't get to it. But I will still talk to legal counsel and see if there's anything, anywhere, and how potentially you might be able to get something. Okay. Oh, she says, makes sense. He always documented everything, but he got to a point he couldn't use his hands, and that was over 2 years ago. All we want is the pictures and memories. The memories never leave you. The memories with him, of him, will always remain in your heart. Right? Don't allow others, outside circumstances, because my chest is getting real tight. Don't, and I think it's because of the memories part. Don't allow other outside objects, people, whatever, to have that much control where you feel like, you know, you don't have the memories. That lives on. And as you may know, based on your name, Aquarian Luminary, his soul, all you have to do is ask him to come in and talk to you, to give you guidance, you know. But even what I'm feeling is trying to get, and it's so tight in my chest, Scott. It's like, the others are going to make it difficult. So you have to ask yourself, what am I going to allow? And even sit with your mama and grandmother. What am I going to allow? What of our situation are we going to allow them to control, right? Because right now the control is, I'm not going to give you this. Even though it's not money, it's pictures, it's memories that you can look back at. But the memories live in the heart, right? And it's what I heard in my head, and I mean this in the most utmost respect, is that if there's a fire and the photos burn, the memory still lives in the heart. The memories remain with you. You just won't have something tangible to hold on and look to. But all I'm here is close your eyes, and that image will come right back in. So look at it that way, you know, and hopefully that gives you some consolation, some comfort. You know, and I wish you all the best, Aquarian Luminary. But it's hard because I can feel, literally my chest feels like there's a big knot in it, and that's not a good feeling.
Mine does too. It's like right above my solar plexus and right underneath my throat chakra.
Yeah.
Near the heart chakra.
But that's what I have for you, Aquarian Luminary. Yeah, that alone is hard.
All right. Thank you, Aquarian. All right. Rosalind, I did close questions before you got it, but I think you were typing anyway and had already put yours in. So I'm going to honor yours. So you just want a general message. Just let me know that you're here and ready. And I appreciate your donation.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, no apologies. You're good. Yeah, Rosalind is here.
Okay.
All right. So general message. You're starting off with the Knight of Swords. So things may have been kind of fast going through the past little bit. And you might feel like there's a lot of energy, and that's the truth. There was, and there still is, possibly because this is in the past and present position. So just make sure that you are slowing down and not rushing. And then you got the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is resiliency and making sure that you are still having that bounce back, still persevering, and just being resilient. All right. And then you got the Ten of Swords. Now this can make you feel like you're kind of ruined and someone's been stabbing you in the back even. But just know that there are roses on his jacket, but there's no blood from the swords. That's because it's an illusion. So when you feel the worst and like you can't, go on, or that things are happening, too fast for you, just know that there is a new dawn. There's a new day that's coming, and things will get better. Okay. Then you got the Eight of Pentacles. This is your hard work and dedication are going to pay off with rewards and recognition. So keep doing the fast work, or not fast work, but the solid work that you're doing, and make sure you're taking care of you as well, because you're almost there to reaching one particular goal, and you're going to get rewarded for it. And then I've got the Hermit, and the Hermit is going inward, having isolation, just making sure that you do like a spirit check. Okay. And making sure that you just are on the right path. And you can do that in isolation and then come back to us after that. But you may need to do a little inner soul searching. And then I've got for you the Sanctuary of Avalon. This is from the Merlin deck. And it says, when you love and appreciate yourself, you create a resonance of love that radiates out into the world around you. So you need to love and appreciate yourself first, and then you're able to radiate that love out into the world. And the next card I got for you, Rosalind, is the Ferris wheel. And it says, you're going up. Enjoy the ride. So I feel like you're on the right path. You just got a couple of things you need to, do some checks on. And you're good. You're going up. You're rising. You're ascending. And then I've got, okay. You did get the fear cards. So that's okay. Fear comes into all of our lives at one time or another. And what that is false evidence appearing real. It's not real. It's an illusion. So change it into something positive. Like I said, Archangel Metatron will help you change your vibes. So change those vibes into something positive and let go of fear and take charge of the higher vibrations and living those, okay, which includes courage and love. And that's what I got for you, Rosalind.
Okay, Roz. So I was guided to my Archangel Metatron deck again, and you got some amazing cards. You are expanding, as Scott said. The first card I have for you is creation, right? It says expansion in your life. And that's the flower of life there. So then do you want to expand on that? Okay. No. Okay. So then the next card I got for you, it gives the color orange. And it says connection and attunement. So as you are expanding, I heard putting in the work, you're getting attunements. And look at all that orange that's rising up. And I think as I pulled this card, Scott, you mentioned something about rising up for her. And I chuckled because I was like, yep, all that energy flowing. So you are being attuned. And they're asking you to, next card you get is the air card. And it says fly free. Right? And to me, with the air card, I'm flying free here, and I'll see what it means in the book. Don't limit yourself. Don't hold back. Because of fear. Things may be happening and you're unsure as to why, and you're feeling a little fearful. But just know that it's divinely guided, because it's spirit that's bringing in all these attunements and expansions in your life. And again, you are doing the work. So fly free. Allow whatever is coming in that is of the highest vibration, love, and light that's coming into you. Be like the bird. You ever see how the bird glides in the air? So envision that bird in the air, just going with the wind, just gliding. It's not flapping its arms. It's just wherever the wind takes it, I assume, is where it's going. Okay, so fly free. And then the last card I got for you, Ross Crump, is the fire card. So you got the air and the fire card, and it says dragon strength. And this is a flying dragon. Again, even though it's fire, it's bringing in all that orange in this card, like the connection and attunement card, right? Maybe you should wear orange. Do you like orange? That's my train of thought. But just know that as you go through this, as you're allowing yourself to fly free and embracing whatever is coming in for you, you have the strength of the fire dragon behind you. So there's no need to fear what it is. All right? And I hope that makes sense, but that's what I have for you, Ross Crump. Yeah, it's just, I love that the two of them.
Yeah.
Right? And the reason why I said to wear it is because I feel that wearing that color, and it'll look pretty against your photo here. It'll look beautiful against your complexion. So then you're helping the energy also to come in, because you're embracing it in, right? So you're asking it to come on in. All right. And that's what I have for you, Ross Crump. All resonates. Okay.
All right. So that is all we have time for today, but thank you so much, everybody. And Rosalind, thank you for your donation. Thank you for all your donations. And sorry if we didn't get to everyone. Hi, Jules. How are you? But Akela, what have you got coming up next?
I don't have my calendar near me. I will definitely be doing my solo live on. We're going into, oh my God, it's March already tomorrow.
It's almost March. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow is March already. So on Saturday, I will have my solo live at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then Scott, you and I are back on at 4 p.m. on the 7th.
Right.
Then I'm not sure if I have any collabs on Sunday. I don't think so. But the next week, that Thursday, I can't think of what day it is, I will be on with Linda de Gonzalez. Yes. But definitely Saturday, I'll have my 11 a.m. show. And Scott and I will be back together again.
Yes. Can't wait. Right. And I will be on the slumber party tonight at 11 o'clock. It's on Sherry's channel, Voices from the Swamp. So if you guys like the naughty and nice cards, please come. If you don't, maybe not, because they can get a little sassy and have some colorful language. So, and I heard there's going to be someone special on there tonight. So it usually is not on the panel. So come and do that if you can. And tomorrow I'll be with Brenda T. Imagine at 1 p.m. and then with Nancy, A Crone's Intuition at 7. All right. So Carolyn's like, no, I'll be asleep. Okay.
I just want to comment on Garnet, because Garnet mentioned my rings. So actually, Garnet, no to the last part of your question. But this is Herkimer Diamond, this one. And then this is turquoise. Yeah, turquoise. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Akela, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And thanks for stepping in at the last minute. And you're great. And I love your readings. So thank you.
Ditto right back to you, Scott. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all the moderators. I appreciate you all. And we will see you soon. Come to my friend's slumber party at 11 if you can, Eastern Standard Time. All right. So thank you, everybody, and have a great evening.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.